Hey, what's up, guys? So I just wanted to share with you what um, I'm going through, so maybe this might help others as well. So the wife and I were new to mountain biking, and I noticed that my wife, when she was riding her mountain bike, she wasn't actually gripping the handlebars completely. She was gripping the handlebars just with her fingers. So um, we both agreed that her handlebars were sitting out too far in front of her. So we decided to change out the stem. So it's a shorter stem and also it's has a slight rise to it. So that would bring the handlebars closer into her and then also up towards her. So I took it I took my wife's bike to a local bike shop here in town, and they put the new stem on. And the reason why I took it to them, I didn't have the tools, and I've never swapped out a stem before. So I figured, well, let's go. I'll take it to them and let them do it, and I'll see how they do it, and um, I'll know how to do it in the future. Um, and I thought it would be kind of cool to build up a relationship with my local bike shop. And I just took it over there and I was like, hey, you don't mind me if I film it, dude? I could put it on my YouTube channel and I'll give you a shout out. And they weren't having none of that. They didn't want that. They didn't like that idea. They said, well, we don't know who you are. You don't know. They didn't know how I was going to use the content. And so, okay, that's cool. I just want my stem um, swapped out. So they did that. And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if they put it on incorrectly. I don't know if they tightened it too much. But after our bike ride, I noticed that my wife's, I was bringing the bike in the house, and I noticed that my wife's steering wasn't, it was like, it wasn't steering correctly. Um, so it's supposed to be like smooth and hers was really tight, and I was like, man, there's something going on with this. So I took this and I looked under. I wish I got a picture of this, but I didn't. But I looked under on the bottom from where the fork uh, goes up into the actual bike, and I noticed that the the it was off a little bit. There was like a gap where there shouldn't be a gap. And so, I decided just to take it apart. And this is what I found. All right, so this is what I found when I took apart my wife's headset. This is the lower ball bearings, and you can see how tweaked and bent they are. So I'm not sure how this happened. I'm not sure if this happened during my wife's bike ride. Now, keep in mind, my wife is not hardcore. She's not going over serious jumps. And I also don't know if this happened at the bike shop when they swapped out my wife's headset. I don't know if they didn't make sure that the bearings were seated properly or if they over tightened them. I don't know how something like this could have happened. And if anybody knows out there, has an idea, please leave a comment. That would be really helpful for me. So, because this happened at my local bike shop, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing my own repairs, my own upgrades from here on out. And in order for me to do that, I have to have the right tools. And so, one tool I'm looking at getting is a torque wrench. Now, if you guys are new to biking, mountain biking, like my wife and I are, you'll notice that on some parts of your bike, they'll have like these little numbers. And this is my wife's stem, and this says 8 Nm, which is 8 uh, Newton meters. And what that means is that that's how much force is needs to be applied to tighten this stem, these bolts on the stem. And it's important not to over tighten them because you could you could break parts of your bike. So I'm looking for a torque wrench, and if anybody, there's just so many torque wrenches out there to get, and so many different price points. If anybody knows of a good torque wrench suggestions, please let me know. I would be appreciative if you left like a comment, a link. That would be great. So this is going to wrap this video up. I just want to say thank you for everybody who has subscribed and liked and commented to the our videos. I really appreciate it, and more to come. And thank you. I really appreciate it, and see you next time.